what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne.
Welcome back here live from Tryon University Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. Just figured out myself was on mute that whole entire time, the first 3 minutes of the ball game, but the story here of it is Seth Yoder with 4 3 balls here to start it early for the Fairfield Falcons. The bucket is good there for Lewis, 13-12, our score. Possession now here with the Falcons. As I mentioned, Yoder with 4 3 balls and all the scoring here for Fairfield. Smith on the takeaway. He'll take flight. Goes up and gets the bucket. So now the Falcons with possession. It's going to be Hoffer with it. They're on that far end. He'll give it off into the hands and bringing it here on this baseline. Straight up defense played by Comer. It's going to be taken away, and possession will go to the Generals here with 3:10 left to go in our first quarter. Lewis, near side wing triple is good. Javon Lewis with the 3 ball there, 18-12, our score. The Falcons now with possession. Hoffer, and a foul is going to be called on Monty Smith. Substitution made here for Fairfield as Fry is going to check back into the ballgame here for the Falcons. And possession will now be here with Fairfield. The inbound here, it's going to go into the hands of Lockwood. He'll have it at the top of the key. Gets it off far side there to Fry. Top of the key here to Garber. Back there in the corner, Fry going to dribble baseline here. He'll spin, hangs, bucket. 4-point lead now here for Wayne. Lewis going to bring it there on that far end. He'll look, nicely done down low to Dillard for the bucket. So now Mark Fairfield with possession. Fry will swing it here top of the key to Garber. He'll have it and move it here to this near side. Into the hands now here of Hoffer. Hoffer with it guarded by Smith. Euro step moves around the defender, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. And the board comes down, and the shot from Yoder is no good. And possession will stay here on this end with the Falcons. 1:57 left to go here in our first quarter. Zaire Sullivan into the ball game here for Wayne. He'll replace Preston Comer. And possession will be here with the Falcons. They'll have it. It's going to be Most. He'll work around, can't get it to go. The board comes down. Smith going to push ahead here for Wayne. Gives off there to Lewis. Far side wing triple on the way. Couldn't get it to go. And the board comes down here to Fairfield. And they're going to push ahead. Miller with it there now on that far side wing. He'll skip it here on this near side. Into the hands here of Moss. He'll give it off. Back to Moss. The 3-ball attempt on the way is up and good. So now Wayne here with possession. It's going to be Barnes. Top of the key. We'll skip in the corner here to Lewis. Lewis far side. Back up top here to Monty Smith. Smith will dribble down low. He'll put up a floater. And an offensive foul is going to be called there on Smith. That'll be his second. And he'll check out of the ball game. He'll be replaced by number 22, Quaylen Miles, the junior, here for Wayne. Miller will bring it here for the Falcons. He'll skip their far side into the hands of Hoffer. Hoffer going to dribble down low. Gives it off to Most. He'll dribble. Throws it off glass. The bucket is good. 2019 and now our score. 45 seconds left to go here in our first quarter of action. Game number 2 here of the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. As we are in for an exciting day here all day long. Make sure you stay tuned with us. SummitCitySports.com. Hunter Sosenheimer here on the call. Matt Jackson on the camera. Barnes with the give off there, and they'll leave it Floater put up by Miles, no good. Second chance opportunity for the bucket is good by Wayne. That's Sullivan with the score there for the Generals. 22-19 our score, 10 seconds remaining here in our first quarter of action. Possession here with Fairfield. They're going to swing it up top to Hoffer. Hoffer dribbles down low, has it knocked away, and that's going to be the end of our first quarter. The Generals out to a 22-19 lead here over the Falcons. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
We're back here live, SummitCitySports.com, getting set to begin our second quarter of game number 2 here of the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout Boys Edition. As all the girls' games took place yesterday, all the boys' games are going to take place here today. We're in for an exciting day of hoops. Had a tremendous game number 1 between Marquette Catholic and the Northrop Bruins. And Fairfield going to start with possession here to begin our second quarter of action. Mast with it there on that far side. The look down low here to Miller. Miller will hang, gets it out here to this near side to Mast. In the corner, the 3-ball attempt on the way is no good. Barnes comes away with the board here for Wayne. The story here for both squads in the first quarter was Javon Lewis here for Wayne. And then Seth Yoder with 4 threes on the first quarter there for the Falcons. And Lewis back to doing what he does best with the bucket. Therefore, Wayne makes it 24-19 our score. Most with it. They skip in the corner. Up top, the 3-ball attempt on the way. Short on the marker. Sullivan comes away with the board. And Wayne going to push possession. It's going to be Barnes here with it for the Generals. He'll have it on that far side. Gets a double screen. Works it here on this near side wing to Lewis. Lewis here with it now for Wayne. Far side there, Barnes. The look down low. Working around. It's going to be kicked out here to Miles. Top of the key here, Lewis. Lewis in the corner to Barnes. The 3-ball attempt on the way. And it's going to roll over the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Possession going to go to Fairfield with 6:26 left to go here in our second quarter of action. Preston Comer into the ball game here for Wayne, as well as Carrington Terry. And they'll replace Sullivan and Barnes here for the Generals. And the Falcons will have possession. It's going to be Hoffer to bring it here for Fairfield. Looking to go there far side. It's knocked away by Terry. Goes out of bounds. Possession will stay here on this end for the Falcons. Mitchell Miller will check into the ball game here for Fairfield. He'll replace number 21 and Alex Hoffer. Inbound here from Most. He'll get it into the corner there to Yoder. It's going to come back out here to Miller on this near side wing. Nice ball movement being done here by the Falcons. They'll work it down low, knocked away here by Lewis. Lewis looking to push ahead. We'll leave it up the floor. It's going to be taken away. Yoder pushing ahead. He'll give it off. And a nice find there down low. Couldn't get it to go. Board comes down, Comer, and he'll leave it off. Lewis will bring it here for Wayne. Lewis gets a screen from Comer. Works here on this near side to Terry. Back to Lewis. He'll back it out here for the Generals. Gets a screen there from Comer. Lewis will swing it. It's going to go up top here to Miles. Far side wing. Triple on the way from Terry is no good. And the board comes down into the hands here of Miller. Miller going to push ahead here for Fairfield. 5:19 left to go here in our second quarter of action. The Falcons with possession. Going down low, a foul is going to be called on Terry. And that's going to send Lockwood to the line to shoot here for the Falcons. Lockwood is going to be at the line to shoot 2 here for Fairfield. So they're down 5 with 5:12 left to go here in our second quarter of action. First free throw on the way. Got it to go. Lockwood at the line. Second free throw on the way. Got it. It's a 3-point lead now here for Fairfield. 24-21 our score. The Generals here with possession. They'll skip it here in the corner. Lewis going to dribble baseline. He is blocked off there by Yoder. And possession will stay here on this end with Wayne. Inbound here for the Generals. It's going to be Douglas. Here to inbound for Wayne. Gets it in here to Lewis. Lewis with it on this near side wing. He'll pull the trigger from deep. Got it. Javon Lewis with a 3-ball there for Wayne. And it's a 6-point lead now here for the Generals. Working. Top of the key. Into the hands of Lockwood. He'll dribble down low on Comer. Gets it outside to Garber. Far side to Fry. In the corner there, Lockwood with it. Here for Fairfield. Fry with it. He'll dribble down low, and a travel is going to be called there on Fairfield. Possession will go to the Generals. Barnes into the ball game here for Wayne, as well as H.J. Dillard. And the Generals will have possession. 4:20 left to go here in our second quarter of action. 27-21 our score. The Generals with the lead here over Fairfield. Lewis kicks it here on this near side to Douglas. Douglas, far side there to Dillard. Hand off there, Lewis, 3-ball on the way, no good. Board comes down here to Comer. Comer looking to go out to Lewis, and a foul is going to be called. Garber's going to pick up the foul there for Fairfield. It'll be the team's 5th foul. So it's going to be an inbound here from Wayne. Douglas is going to switch, and Barnes will inbound here for the Generals. Barnes gets it in here to Lewis. Lewis guarded by Yoder. He'll kick far side. Douglas, the triple on the way. Can't get it to go. Board battled for, and it's going to be last touch there by Fry. And possession will stay here on this end with Wayne. 3:55 left to go here in our second quarter. Barnes will inbound here for Wayne. Gets it in here to Lewis on this near side. He'll dribble baseline, put up a floater, can't get it to go. Board battled for Comer. Out to Barnes. 3-ball on the way. Rattles in and out. And possession saved here by Wayne. Once again, another offensive board. And we're going to stay here on this end with the Generals. 3:42 left to go here in our second quarter of action. A 6-point lead here for the Generals. Lewis with it. We'll look down low to Dillard. He'll go up, get the bucket. 29-21 our score. Miller with it there on that far side. He'll bring it to the top of the key. Skips far side there to number 31. And Garber in the corner. Dribbling baseline is Miller. He'll go up off glass and get the bucket. Lewis going to bring it now here for Wayne. 29-23 our score. 3 minutes left to go. Lewis with it. Gets it here on this near side to Douglas. Douglas with it for Wayne. Up top to Dillard. He'll be called for the travel, and possession going to go to the Falcons with 2:53 left to go. Substitution here for Wayne, as Douglas will check out, and for him, number 23, Zaire Sullivan. Falcons with possession. It's going to be in the corner now. Miller, he'll dribble baseline, put up a shot. Bucket is good. Barnes with it now here for Wayne. 2:30 left to go here in our second quarter. Lewis with it here on this near side. He'll split the defenders, puts one off glass. The bucket is good. Tell you what, Javon Lewis having himself a ball game here for the Generals as they're ahead by 6 on Fairfield with 2:15 left to go here in our second quarter of action. Far side, the Falcons with possession. It's going to be into the hands here of Hoffer. The look, far side to Garber. They'll leave it off, taken away here by Lewis. Lewis to Comer. He'll go up and can't get it to go. Board battled for, and Lewis going to head to the line. Or it's going to be an inbound here for Wayne. Foul is going to be called on Yoder here for Fairfield. Custer into the ball game here for Fairfield. And the Generals will inbound here under the basket. 1:57 left to go here in our second quarter. Dillard here with it to Sullivan. In the corner to Lewis. Down to Dillard. Dillard battling for it, and he's tied up. Jump ball is going to be called. Possession will stay here on this end with Wayne. Substitution here now for Fairfield. Mass into the ball game. He'll replace number 31 and Garber. Sullivan going to inbound here for Wayne. Gets it into Lewis. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for Dillard down low. Threw it away. It's going to be Mast with it. Ahead up the floor. The 3-ball attempt short on the marker there for Custer. And Lewis ahead to Dillard for the board. He'll go up and can't get it to go, but a block is going to be called there on the Falcons. And Dillard going to head to the line to shoot here for Wayne. Foul is called on number 12 and Noah Mast. That's going to send Dillard to the line to shoot 2 here for Wayne. 1:35 left to go here in our second quarter of action. This is game number 2 here on the day of the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout Boys Edition. As we got a second quarter, 1:35 left to go here in our second quarter. Dillard at the line to shoot here for the Generals. First free throw on the way, got it. 32-25 our score here in our second quarter. 1:35 left to go. This is game number 2 of 7 on the day here from our Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. As Dillard couldn't get the second one to go, the board comes down here to Miller, and he'll give it off. Custer will bring it here for the Falcons. Travel going to be called there on Custer, and possession will go to the Generals. Garber into the ball game here for Fairfield. Dillard going to be replaced here by number 30. And Bragg, the freshman, here for Wayne. Lewis with it. 1:20 left to go here in our second quarter of action. Lewis kicks in the corner. Barnes, 3-ball on the way. Couldn't get it to go. Sullivan comes away with it. Gives it out to Lewis. He'll pull the trigger from deep. Can't get it to go. The board comes down. And Fairfield going to look to push the other way. It's in the hands here of Miller. Ahead, up the floor. Corner 3-ball. Up and good there for Noah Mast. Lewis will bring it here for Wayne. 50 seconds left to go here in our second quarter of action. 28-32 our score. The Generals with a 4-point lead here over Fairfield. Far side, it's going to go to the hands of Barnes. 2-dribble pull-up, bucket. Nicely done there by Chase Barnes. Get the bucket for Wayne. Makes it 34-28 our score. 30 seconds remaining. Mast with it. Gives it off into the hands here of Garber. On this near side, Lockwood with it here for Fairfield. 15 seconds remaining. Far side in the hands of Mast. Mast with it, guarded by Comer. Mast. And a timeout is going to be called here by the Falcons. It's going to be a 30-second one. We'll step away. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
Yo, what's going on? It's Antoine Taylor with Matrix QB. I'm so excited to announce our new book, The Quarterback Tool Shed. Strictly designed to help you slow the game down so that you can speed up. Whether you're a parent, a coach, or a player, it's jam-packed with information. We're going to help you slow the game down by giving you a mental processor so that you can speed up. This resource has all the things you need, from reading the defense, passing mechanics, pre-snap filters, coverage ID, and much, much more. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see you on the inside.
Back here live, SummitCitySports.com here from China University, the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. As the Falcons will inbound here with 6.5 seconds left to go here in our second quarter. Inbound, they get it in. It's going to go to Miller. He'll turn around, and no shot. A foul is going to be called on the floor on Wayne. It's going to fall on Bragg. And so Fairfield's going to inbound under the basket here with 4.5 seconds left to go. Miller will inbound here for Fairfield. 4.5 seconds remaining. Miller looking to inbound. He'll get it in. Trying to go off glass, did Mast. It's going to be knocked away. Possession will go to Wayne with 1 second remaining here in our second quarter of action. Inbound here, Lewis just going to hold it out, and that's going to be our halftime score. So the Generals out to a 34-28 lead here over Fairfield. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Jim Rath's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball, so I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me, so I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels, we did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here.
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us if we just do our job.
Nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is the game that's been on my calendar all year.
We don't need fan discipline.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Yo, what's going on? It's Antoine Taylor with Matrix QB. I'm so excited to announce our new book, The Quarterback Toolshed, strictly designed to help you slow the game down so that you can speed up. Whether you're a parent, a coach, or a player, it's jam-packed with information. We're going to help you slow the game down by giving you a mental processor so that you can speed up. This resource has all the things you need, from reading the defense, passing mechanics, pre-snap filters, coverage ID, and much, much more. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see you on the inside.
We're back here live, SummitCitySports.com here. Day number 2 of the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. We are in game number 2 here to begin our second half of action. The Generals out to a 34-28 lead here over the Falcons. And Fairfield will start possession, and a foul going to be called here early. Preston Comer going to pick up the foul there for Wayne. It'll be the team's first of the half. 7:50 left to go. The inbound of the basket, Will Fairfield. To get in. Nicely done there as the floater is up and good there for Noah Mast. It's a 4-point game. Lewis going to bring it here for the Generals. Had a tremendous first half there for Wayne, as well as number 10, Seth Yoder for the Falcons. Absolutely killed it from deep in the first half. Dillard tried to reverse, couldn't get it to go, and the board comes down. The Falcons now here with possession. They'll skip in the corner. 3 ball from Yoder. Couldn't get it to go. Dillard comes away with the board. He'll hand off. Lewis will bring it here for Wayne. Kicks in the corner. Comer, 3 ball on the way. No good. Board battled for. And possession comes down. Fry is going to kick ahead, and the Falcons are going to come away with it. Miller with it. Almost had it knocked away by Lewis. Instead, Fry with it here for Fairfield. He'll go off glass and get the bucket and head to the line to shoot one. Comer going to pick up the foul there for Wayne as Terry going to head to, and Terry's going to come in here for Comer. He'll check out. 2 fouls in this half early for Preston Comer. 6:54 left to go here in our third quarter. Free throw for Fry is up and it's good. And it's going to be a 1-point game. Smith ahead here to Lewis on this near side wing. Leaves it off to Barnes, top of the key. Barnes will kick down low, jump stop, puts it up, can't get it to go. Dillard, second chance opportunity off glass, bucket is good. Fairfield now here with possession. We're going to kick ahead up the floor to Mast. Gives it here on this near side to Hoffer. Out to Yoder for 3, couldn't get it to go. And the board comes ahead, and Wayne going to have possession. Barnes with it at the top of the key. Here near side to Lewis. Lewis gets a screen from Smith, works it there to that far side. Lewis off to Smith. Smith with it, hands off to Barnes. On this near side, Terry. Terry will dribble down low, kicks out. Lewis, 3 ball on the way, couldn't get it to go. And the board comes down here to Fry for Fairfield. And they'll have possession. Down 3 here with 5:50 left to go in our third quarter of action. Yoder leaves it off on this near side. The jumper from Fry is no good, short on it, but the board there for Noah Mast. And the bucket is good, and it's a 1-point game. Lewis with it here on this near side for the Generals. He'll dribble there, top of the key. Here for Wayne to Smith. Smith leaves it out to Barnes. Barnes with it at the top of the key. Back to Smith here on this near side wing. Over to Lewis. Gets a screen there from Smith, and a full timeout called by head coach Byron Pickens. We'll go ahead and step away. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Back here live, SummitCitySports.com, Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout, Tryon University, day 2 and game number 2 here on the day as the Wayne Generals ahead on Fairfield by 1. The Generals will inbound in front of their bench. It's going to be Lewis with it here on this near side to Smith. Smith back to Lewis, far end, in the corner there to Chase Barnes. Lewis will dribble here to this near side, works around the defender, throws it off. Glass, the bucket is good, and he'll head to the line to shoot one here for Wayne. Tell you what, Javon Lewis has been silky smooth here into this ball game for Wayne, and he's at the line to shoot one. Here's the junior here for the Generals. Lewis, free throw on the way, couldn't get it to go, and Fairfield comes away here with possession. It's going to be Mast with it on this near side. Skips far side there to Miller. Miller drops it, goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Wayne here with 4:45 remaining in our third quarter of action. Barnes will bring it here for the Generals. On this near side here to Lewis. Top of the key, Monty Smith. Lewis now back with it here on this near side wing to Barnes. Over to Smith here on this near side. Lewis, he'll go baseline, leaves it off. Dillard goes up, can't get the bucket to go, but he'll head to the line to shoot 2 here for Wayne. Foul is going to be called on Noah Mast. And that'll send H.J. Dillard to the line to shoot 2 here for Wayne. First free throw on the way is good. A 4-point lead in now here for the Generals. Second free throw for Dillard, up and good. It's a 5-point lead now here for Wayne. Fairfield with possession. It's going to be Hoffer with it. He'll kick up the floor there to Lockwood. In the corner, back there far side to Mast. He'll kick in the corner. The 3-ball attempt here on the way is long on it there from Yoder. It's going to go out of bounds. Possession will go to the Generals here with 4:05 left to go in our third quarter of action. Lewis going to bring it here for Wayne. Far side there to Smith. Smith, top of the key here on this near side. Lewis with the jumper, couldn't get it to go. Terry with the board. He'll put it up, gets around the defender, and gets the bucket. The Falcons now here with possession. Miller with it, and he is trapped in a timeout. Is going to be called here by Fairfield. It's going to be a 30-second one. We'll go ahead and step away. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really
Back here live, SummitCitySports.com here from Tryon University, Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout, game number 2 here on the day. Fairfield down 7. They'll have possession here out of the timeout called by head coach Derek Heinen. Inbound here for the Falcons. Garber with it here on this near side wing. Skips up top there to Mast. They give it up top here, Yoder. Yoder off to Mast. Mast looking to work down low. Has it knocked away. It's out of bounds. It's possession. Going to stay here on this end with Fairfield. Here with 3:24 left to go in our third quarter. Substitution here for Wayne Sullivan. Going to check into the ball game. He'll replace Dillard here for the Generals. Hoffer, they inbound there. The bucket is good there for Mast. And it's a 5-point game. Lewis going to bring it now here for Wayne. On this near side here, Monty Smith. Over to Barnes. In the corner there, Lewis on that far side wing. He'll get it back. Lewis with it there on that far side here for the Generals. Smith here to Barnes. 3 minutes left to go here in our third quarter. Lewis with it. Kicks here on this near side. Barnes with the jumper. Couldn't get it to go. And the board comes down. And Mass going to push here for the Falcons. On this near side. In the corner, the 3 ball on the way. Couldn't get it to go. Board comes down here to Miller. It's going to be Hoffer there on that far side. He'll skip it. Here to this near side to Mast. Mast with it. He'll go in on Terry. Tries to throw one around the defender. Couldn't get it to go. Smith comes away with the board. Smith ahead. Lewis no-look pass. Couldn't get it to go. Board comes down here to Mast. Mast with it here for Fairfield. Ahead, up the floor. 3 ball attempt for Yoder on the way. Couldn't get it to go. That one's going to be hit all the way out, and Yoder's going to recover here for Fairfield. Hoffer with it there at the top of the key. He'll have it here on this near side here into the hands of Yoder. Hoffer with it. Couldn't get it to go. Board battled for. Second chance opportunity. No good. It's going to be tied up, and Moss is going to take it here on this near side. Hoffer with it at the top of the key. Skips here on this near side. The dribble down low, and a block is going to be called there on Chase Barnes. Comer comes into the ball game here for Wayne. He'll replace Terry. And Fairfield will have possession. Miller will inbound here for the Falcons. He'll get it in. It's going to be knocked away here by Monty Smith. Ahead, Lewis with it. Then a slam there for Preston Comer. Comer took flight there on that one. As the 3 ball here on the other end, couldn't get it to go. Comer comes away. Lewis with it now here for the Generals. He'll have it at the top of the key. Skips in the corner. Barnes with it. Looking to go baseline. A block is going to be called there on number 12. And Noah Mast. And Wayne will have possession and inbound under the basket. Quillon Miles is going to check into the ball game here for Wayne. He'll replace Javon Lewis. And the Generals will inbound under the basket. Smith gets it in here to Barnes. Barnes with it on that far side. Comes here near side to Miles. He'll pull the trigger from deep. Couldn't get it to go. And the board comes down here into the hands of Yoder. Yoder leaves it off to Mouse. Far side into the hands of Miller. Miller up top here to Fry. Fry with it. Far side into the hands of Garber. Look down low. Comer on the takeaway here for Wayne. Ahead, Monty Smith. The spin move there. Kicks out. Comer thought about the 3 instead. Took it in and puts it. Tries to go off glass. Couldn't get it to go. It's going to be saved and forced out of bounds. Possession is going to go to Fairfield here with 30 seconds remaining here in our third quarter of action. It'll be the Falcons' possession. Miller here with it on that far side into the hands of Fry. Fry skips it here to Custer. On this near side, dribbling baseline there was Miller, cut off. And the board comes down here to Miles. He'll push ahead. Up the floor there to Smith. Smith looking to dribble baseline, puts up a floater, couldn't get it to go. 5 seconds remaining in the hands of Miller. Miller will put up a half-court shot, couldn't get it to go. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of our third quarter. So Wayne out to a 44-37 lead here over Fairfield. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
We're back here live, SummitCitySports.com, here from Trine University. Game number 2 here on day number 2 of our Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. We're getting set to begin our fourth quarter of action. The Generals with a 44-37 lead here over the Falcons. Wayne will have possession here to begin our fourth quarter of action. As I mentioned, this is just game number 2 on the day. Still 5 more games to go after this one. We've been here all day long, as well as all day yesterday. Me and my cameraman, Matt Jackson, were excited to continue to bring you this coverage as Wayne with possession here to start our fourth quarter. Barnes will have it here on this near side to Smith, top of the key. Sullivan with it. He'll dribble down low, works around the defender, could get it to go. Got it back, second chance opportunity is up and good. Falcons with possession. Going to have it on here on this near side to kick out. Fry with a 3-ball attempt long, couldn't get it. And the board comes down here to Lewis. Ahead, Monty Smith with it here on this near side. Gets up top here to Lewis. Lewis with it here for the Generals. Over to Sullivan. Barnes with it, gets a screen from Sullivan, works around it. He'll put up a shot, got it. Nicely done there by Chase Barnes to get the bucket and makes it an 11-point lead here for Wayne. Falcons with possession. Custer with it. He'll dribble down low, throws it off glass, gets the bucket. Lewis quickly ahead here to Monty Smith. Smith leaves it off to Lewis. He'll get a screen from Sullivan over to Comer. Back to Lewis here at the top of the key. Lewis looking to work down low. He'll throw it off glass. Can't get it to go. Fry comes away with the board. And Fairfield looking to push ahead. Mast here with it. Up the floor into the hands of Custer. Far side. They get it up top. The 3-ball attempt on the way is no good. And Smith comes away with it here for Wayne. Comer with it here on this near side wing. The triple on the way is no good. Board comes down. Sullivan, no. Jump ball is going to be called. And possession going to go to Fairfield. Substitution made here for the Falcons. Fry will check out of the ball game. Here for the Falcons, Lockwood will come in and replace him. 6:15 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. The Falcons here with possession. On this near side, it's going to be Custer. Looking to dribble baseline. Lewis on the defense. Partially knocked away. In possession. Going to stay on this end here with the Falcons. Fairfield will inbound. 6:02 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. They'll get it in here up top. Into the hands here of Custer. Far side into the corner. There to Lockwood. Lockwood going to dribble down low. Kicks out up top. Here on this near side wing, into the hands of Custer. They'll swing it back far side. Falcons with possession. Nice ball movement here on this possession. 5:40 left to go here in our fourth quarter. It's going to go far side into the hands of Mast. He'll dribble. Put it in the corner there to Lockwood. Lockwood going to dribble down low on Sullivan. Looking to go out. And it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Possession will stay on this end here with the Falcons. 5:30 left to go. Miller will come back into the ball game here for Fairfield. They'll inbound under the basket. And it'll be Miller here to inbound. Miller gets it in here to Mouse. They'll swing it here on this near side to Custer. Custer with a look down low. Had it knocked away. Back to Custer. He'll work around his defender. Tries to throw it off glass there. Falls into the hands of Lewis here for Wayne. Lewis quickly ahead up the floor to Barnes. Barnes with it on that far side wing. He'll pull the trigger from deep. Got it. Chase Barnes with the 3-ball there for Wayne. 51-39 our score. Fairfield with possession. The look down low. It's going to come out into the corner. The 3-ball attempt on the way is up and good there from Yoder. And a timeout called by Fairfield. We're going to go ahead and step away. You're watching the Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout here live on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
We're back here live, SummitCitySports.com, here from Tryon University, Parkview Sports Medicine Holiday Shootout. The Generals out to a 51-42 lead. Here with 4:44 left to go. Here in our fourth quarter of action, the Generals will have possession out of the timeout called by Fairfield. They'll have 2 remaining. The Generals with 3 timeouts remaining. It's going to be Lewis to bring it here for Wayne. He'll come here near side to Barnes. Back to Lewis. Lewis with the lob there. Comer couldn't get it to go. Second chance opportunity up, and he'll head to the line to shoot one here for the Generals. Comer followed his shot, as you are supposed to do in the game of basketball. And he'll head to the line and earn it here to shoot one for Wayne. Dillard into the ball game here for Wayne. He'll replace Sullivan, and then Fry back in here for Fairfield. And he'll replace Dayton Lockwood. It's going to be Comer at the line to shoot one. Off the front end of the iron, no good. And possession going to go to the Falcons. They'll look to go far side. It's going to be in the corner. Here up top to Custer. Near side wing to Fry. Fry with it. They'll spin it here to the top of the key. Custer in the corner. They'll look down low. Fry. Going to use the strength. He'll go up and get to the line to shoot one here for Fairfield. Off the make there for the Falcons. 4:02 left to go here in our fourth quarter. The bucket is good there for the Falcons. And Lewis going to push ahead here for Wayne. 4 minutes left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Smith going to inbound in front of the scores table. He'll get it in here to Barnes. Far side, Lewis with it here now for Wayne. Up top here, Monty Smith. Smith will back it out. 3:45 left to go. Smith guarded by Fry. He'll skip to there in the corner. Puts it up. Comer with a 3-ball attempt. Couldn't get it to go. Fry comes away with the board. Miller will bring it here for Fairfield. Guarded by Smith. On this near side into the hands of Yoder. Yoder puts up a shot. It's blocked there by Barnes. Last touch by Yoder. Out of bounds. Possession will go to Wayne. Here with 3:23 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Lewis gonna bring it here for Wayne. Ahead to lob. Comer slams it home. 10-point lead, and now here for Wayne. Looking here on this near side. Into the hands here of Moss. Had it knocked away by Comer, and a foul is going to be called there on Wayne. It's going to be called on Comer. 3:03 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Possession will remain on this end here for Fairfield. Inbound here for the Falcons. Miller will inbound here for Fairfield. Gets it in here to Moss. Far side into the hands of Custer. They'll look down low here to Fry. He'll turn around, hang, can't get it to go. Board comes down, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession will go to Wayne here with 2:52 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Comer will inbound here for Wayne. Gets it in here to Lewis. Lewis going to push ahead here for the Generals. Goes ahead to Barnes. Barnes with it. He'll work around the defender, puts up a shot, can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line to shoot two here for Wayne. So Barnes at the line to shoot here for the Generals. First free throw on the way is up and good. Second attempt, no good. Board comes down here to Fairfield. Miller with it. Skips far side in the corner there to Custer. Dribble in down low. Looking to go off glass. Possession. It's going to come away here to Lewis for the Generals. Lewis going to push ahead. He'll throw it up. And Comer going to put in the reverse lay in there for Wayne. Possession. Now here with Fairfield. Fry puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Board comes down. Second chance opportunity. Last touch by Fairfield. And possession will go to Wayne with 2:07 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Substitutions here for Fairfield. They're going to clear the bench. It's going to be Braxton Davis, Caleb Miller, and number 4 and number 5 as well here for Fairfield. Not listed here on my roster, but 2:07 remaining here in our fourth quarter of action. Only a 13-point lead here for Wayne. Barnes going to push it ahead here for the Generals. We'll leave it off. Dillard puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line to shoot here for Wayne. So Dillard at the line to shoot. First free throw on the way. Got it. 2:01 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Dillard, second one. Got it. It's a 15-point lead and now here for Fairfield. Substitution, number 31. And Brent Garber going to check into the ball game here for the Falcons. They'll have possession. Taken away here by Smith. Possession. Going to stay here with Fairfield. 1:50 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Ahead there on that far side. The triple on the way. No good. Board comes down here to Fairfield. 1:40 left to go. Couldn't get it to go. Second chance opportunity. And that'll send number 5 to the free throw line to shoot here for Fairfield. It's going to be substitutions here for Wayne. As 5 will shoot free throws. 1:39 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. First free throw on the way. It's up and good. Terry, Douglas, Green, Miles, and Bragg into the ball game here for Wayne. They'll replace all 5 starters here for the Generals. 1:39 left to go here in our fourth quarter. It's going to be Green with it. He'll give it off here to Douglas. Douglas will dribble down low. The floater is up and good. 1:20 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Fairfield here with possession. They'll look to go down low. It's going to be given off. And Gonna head to the line to shoot two. Will Braxton Davis here for the Falcons. Miles gonna pick up the foul there for Wayne. 1:10 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. So Davis at the line to shoot two. First free throw on the way, got it. Taking a look ahead at the schedule on the day. Wayne's next game will take place at 2:30 p.m. They'll take on Marquette Catholic. And then Fairfield's next game, they'll take on the Northside Legends. On set to begin at 4:30 p.m. 62-48 our score. And a foul is going to be called with 1:03 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. Miles at the line to shoot two here for Wayne. First free throw on the way, got it. Miles, second free throw, got it. 64-48 our score. Fairfield here with possession. Under 55 left to go here in our fourth quarter of action. One's going to go out of bounds. Possession will go to the Generals here with 52 seconds left to go. Miles going to bring it here for the Generals. He'll get it across the half-court line at the top of the key. Here near side to Green. Green works around out to Miles. He'll look to split the defenders, has it knocked away. Into the hands here of Garber. Garber with it here on this near side. 35 seconds left to go. Garber goes up and gets the bucket. It's going to be a 14-point lead here for Wayne. And Miles going to dribble this one with 15 seconds left to go. As Wayne with possession. Far side into the hands there of Green. And that is going to be our final. So the Wayne Generals defeat the Fairfield Falcons 64-50. Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game, Chase Barnes and Javon Lewis. Therefore, the Wayne Generals. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off this broadcast. Make sure you stay tuned with us here all day long from Trine University, as we have some outstanding basketball coverage ahead of you. For my cameraman, Matt Jackson, this is Hunter Sosenheimer. You've been watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.